Hello, I'm Jan Mulvey and you're watching the Redmen TV.
Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. Of course, we all know by now that Steven Gerrard has officially announced that he'll leave Liverpool Football Club at the end of the season. We thought we'd go through a few of your reactions via the medium of Twitter and obviously comment a little bit on some of them as well. So let's get stuck straight in. One interesting one to kick us off is Anton Powers, who's known around Liverpool as a famous Evertonian, says might have a sniff of winning some fucking derbies now, which is terrific. Alison Keane at Keane TV says, kills me because you know this is not how he wanted to go out. He's deserved better for such a long time. At Brendan K67, the player with the greatest single impact on this club, but sadly time moves on. Aisling Cassidy says, genuinely broken-hearted, fully supportive of his decision, but broken-hearted nonetheless. I don't know LFC without him, my hero. I mean, that's actually very beautifully put, and I don't think I can put it much better than that. I think that that's the thing for a lot of Liverpool fans now, you know, a younger generation, literally do not remember Liverpool Football Club prior to Steven Gerrard. And obviously I do. I remember him coming into the team. I remember him being this promising teenager and breaking through, and what a breakthrough he made. So we've watched him. I've grown up watching him at Liverpool, so it's heartbreaking. But like I say, I kind of find it weird. If you're one of those type of people, Steven Gerrard must be. He just sums up everything that Liverpool is for you if you've not known Liverpool prior to Gerrard, if that makes sense. Jason Reynolds at Luminous. Last member of that Istanbul team. Best of luck to Stevie, but it'll be a sad day in May. At Jay Crusoe says there should be a campaign to retire the number 8 shirt. That's actually a really interesting point. I can't see Liverpool doing that. I think, you know, given the amount of legends Liverpool have, it's almost, I don't know, I'm not saying he's not deserving of having a shirt retired. I think it's more that Liverpool are such a big club that every single shirt we have has had a ridiculously amazing legend of some description wear it, that you could end up retiring every shirt at the club. You know, so being a big club that we are, I don't think we would necessarily to go down that route, but you know, there's a case to be made anyway. At Anfield_allies, just following up on that, says that number 8 shirt is a death sentence for the next few years. Like following Fergie should be avoided at all costs. Yeah, well, you know, being a Man United manager should be avoided at all costs. But yeah, I actually agree with that. Who wants to wear that number 8 shirt? The person who wears that shirt, who takes that shirt on in the summer, is going to have a huge set of balls, because they're going to have the weight of Liverpool fandom worldwide on the shoulders, looking and judging and everything under the microscope. And I kind of think there's a point made. I don't think I've got it in here, but people say just leave that shit, give it a season, give it a bit of time and space, and then maybe bring someone into it, because similar to the summer, I think the rumours that Sterling was going to take the number 7 shirt. Imagine the pressure on his shoulders. You've sold Luis Suarez, and then to bring this kid up and plonk him straight in the shirt. Not necessarily in agreement with that approach. So yeah, I'd say leave it. Anyway, at Lurcher says, I've been dreading the day Steven Gerrard would leave Liverpool. I don't think anyone is ready, but I also think it's needed. I think that's quite a good point, is that he's definitely coming to the twilight of his career. I'd love to see him just finish off his career at Liverpool, absolutely. But, you know, for a player of his calibre, I think he must see the writing on the wall. He must see, his increased time on the bench. Maybe he's starting to feel the physical pressure of the Premier League, and he must look at it and think, do I really just want to have me star fade at Liverpool? I don't think I think he's the kind of player who wants to go out on top, and whether it's a move to the MLS or whatever, if it is a move to the MLS, and that's fine, you know, with the greatest respect to that league, it's piss poor, and he's going to be able to get potentially a couple of years of being a superstar go-to player at that level. He clearly wants to play football, and I think that should be commended. And I agree. And I think his statement said along the lines of, you know, I don't want I'll come out and announce it because I don't want the speculation to be killing the team basically between now and the end of the season. And again, that's fine. He's going to spend a lot more time on the bench between now and the end of the season. And it's tiresome listening to this concept. Gerrard's not good enough. He's past his prime. Brendan Rodgers needs to drop. Needs to blah blah blah. It's bullshit. Steven Gerrard's a great player, and he should be. Brendan Rodgers is now free to use him as he sees fit, and hopefully Gerrard is free to, you know, freed of the shackles of all the pressure surrounding him and his Liverpool career. Can hopefully just go out and play some good football. between now and the time he leaves. At Malkitron or something like that. For the first time since Chelsea last year, I feel as I've been stabbed. Can't imagine LSC without him and don't want to. At Hugh Samsbrook, any advice on how to handle Gerrard news? I knew it was coming up, but I don't know what to do. Cry, curl up, get a hobby. I'd go through it all. It's like the stages of grief, isn't it? I'd go and do all of them. Cry, have a little curl up, then maybe go and get a hobby. At Apollo J14, still feel shocked and absolutely gutted. Don't blame him though. Brilliant servant to our great club. # best player ever. Yeah, look, it's I mean, like I say, you could talk all day about the brilliance of Steven Gerrard and what he's brought to Liverpool Football Club, and I think I said on the earlier video today that we've been awaiting this, and we were talking about this when Carragher left, and it was going to be a very sad day. And I think hopefully now that people can focus on what Steven Gerrard brings as a positive to Liverpool Football Club, what he is as a man, and look back at his time fondly rather than sort of bemoan the player that he is now by comparison to the player he wasn't. And more importantly for Steven Gerrard, as I mentioned earlier, I just want to see him now go, fuck it, I'm going, and I want him to see him just go into every game as though it's his last for the club, give 110%, and hopefully Brendan Rodgers can use him to the best of his ability, and we can, fingers crossed. I just said to Chris earlier, I just want to see us come away with something this season. I'd love us to just, even if it's like a Carling Cup or whatever, just so we can have something just to put a little bit of just a definition on the end of his Liverpool career, because what I don't want is it to be people to be remembered for the last season and his England campaign, and I'd rather people remember him for being a world-class player, and hopefully most people will, but I mean the wider football and world, so fingers crossed. Anyway, leave any more thoughts you've got on Steven Gerrard. We're going to be doing a Steven Gerrard tribute special show, as well as a whole host of other content. Go to the redmentv.com. It's free for a month. It should be a good chat, a little bit sad, but we'll help get you through it. Anyway, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you there. Last night, the news broke that Steven Gerrard is reportedly set to end his Liverpool career at the end of the season, with papers such as the Daily Mirror reporting that a move to the MLS, potentially to the LA Galaxy,